Hello, PWJ fam. It's been too long, hasn't it? For those of you who don't know, my name is Miss Lindsey. I'm a Piano with Jonny student and also a private piano teacher, for those who don't know any better. About every 10 to 12 months, I decide to log on, make a video, and discuss where my piano habits are, and how far behind they're following my expectations. I really do not do my lessons as often as I should, but the point is, I'm still doing them, and I'm still working hard to maintain my privilege of being the best mediocre musician that you've ever heard. So today I'm going to update you as to where my musical ambitions are at and exactly how they be going. Now recently I came to a very devastating conclusion that I don't got rhythm. My rhythm is terrible. One of my students said it best when he said that working with the metronome is like catching the bus. You're either on or you're late. I do remember working with a metronome when I was younger, but I'm going to be honest, my teacher gave up pretty quickly when she realized that saying, "Here is the beat, find it," didn't exactly work for me as an instruction. And so we just never used it again. And then I went through 17 years of piano lessons unable to find the one beat. It was an exciting time. And now, as you may know, we're making up for lost time. Luckily, we have Piano with Jonny and an online learning center that I can have access to unless I am too poor to afford still my own extremely affordable piano lessons. For anyone who wants to donate to my starving artistry, you may do so at the Patreon's link below. I have a lot of ideas and very little follow through, and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be a musician and mostly a comedian to cover up the skill set that I don't have, which needs to be much higher to be an accomplished musician. So let's dive into it. For the past several months, I have been working on finding the one beat. To do this, you need to spend a lot of time in the presence of a metronome, thinking, feeling, as I would call, grooving, and counting out loud, okay? And this just takes a long time of failure and disappointment. Now, my goal has been playing and singing. For about 3 years, I have been singing separately from my playing, and both of them have been somewhat adversaries because neither one of them know how to find the one beat. And so slowly in my room, we have been creating very stereotypical, very boring, standardized quarter note chords so that I don't overwhelm myself in my goal to find the beat. In my demonstration on how to find the beat and barely keep it alive, I am using the song by John Butler, "Used to Get High." Go look it up. First, I started off with some YouTube backtracks that basically function as a glorified metronome to hopefully motivate myself into feeling like I'm in a rock band in the center of my studio by myself, hashtag COVIDpocalypse. While I was isolating myself and the beat, I basically created a very basic structure and did the circle of death technique on this for, I don't know, days, weeks, months, entirely. I feel like in a lifetime this has been. And I'm a terrible music mixer, so just put up with my terrible auditory. This is a documentary as to becoming the greatest mediocre musician in the world, and you will deal with its mediocrity. My next step in finding the beat and barely keeping it alive was to layer my voice on top of it, which we went through several renditions of failing this as well. Till then, my friend, you must continue. Not only did I play this song live in a dirty, gross bar before COVID, literally getting off beat all the time. Thank the Lord, our drummer is a forgiving person. I have been working on getting on beat since, and I feel like I found the beat, finally. The beat is not strong. We have a pulse, but we're like barely keeping it alive. We're on a feeding tube, and now we can move on to working on vocals or intensity or like that camaraderie of getting the crowd with you on a clap. Don't clap with me yet. I will roll this car, I swear. But this is our nicely little finished product sample. No doubt the route you're on can't find the cloud that you've been needing. Till then, my friend, you must contend with monsters that you're feeding. So now this basically brings us back to what's happening with my piano lessons. Well, the answer is you can't do anything if you can't keep a beat. And so I'm just frivolously going through whatever happens to motivate me at the time and useless segments of 15 to 35 seconds because I can't endure any longer than that before my self-criticism takes over my brain and I start to hate myself. So with that, we're going to keep waiting until I feel a little bit better and I get those donations in from all of my 73 fans to pay for my Piano with Jonny membership so I can take another lesson this year. I will post as things come about, but this is all I have for you today.